Okay, so I'm on vacation in the UK. Today is Wednesday, 21st of August 2024, about 10 a.m. Air temperature is about 16 degrees centigrade. Um, the maximum temperature today is probably going to like to get to about 21 degrees centigrade, even though it's still summer in August and I'm in southern England. Um, I'm here for several weeks, so I decided to try hatching out some MEDAKA eggs outdoors. I've set up a 10 litre hatching container similar to what I use at home in my subtropical climate. Uh, it contains about 8 litres of water, and I have the sort of drip feed system I use to change about 1 litre of water every day. Um, Now, although there may be a few days in the UK when temperatures get as hot as 30 degrees centigrade, what I hadn't realised is that for most of the summer here, even though daytime temperatures are between 20 degrees centigrade to 25, there's quite a large drop in temperatures overnight. So a lot of the time, nighttime temperatures fall to maybe between 10 to 15 degrees centigrade, which means that in southern England, average summer temperatures in July and August are only 18 degrees centigrade if you take it on a 24-hour basis. Um, so even though it's 10 a.m. on 21st of August, the water temperature in that hatching container is still only about 16 degrees centigrade because last night their temperatures fell to about 10 degrees. Um, Now, I placed the hatching container in full sun on a south-facing wall, brick wall, to try to warm the water up or to keep temperatures as high as I can. But still, the water temperature in that hatching container over a 24-hour basis is still only an average of about 18 degrees centigrade, which for hatching MEDAKA is definitely not ideal. So this is the hatching container. You can see the usual drip feed for making water changes, and as the water goes in, it overflows out of that system there. And I change about 1 litre a day. And I've been hatching the eggs out. I put them in these floating containers, sink them in there, leave them there, and just leave the eggs to hatch and the fry. When they're ready, can swim out of those containers into the main container. Now, I set this up about 4 weeks ago, and there's a lot of algae growth, but yeah, I don't mind that. That's fine. But the problem I've had is that hatching took much too long, maybe about 12, 14 days, because these average water temperatures are only about 18 degrees centigrade if you take it over a 24-hour basis. Maybe it's 23 in the day and 13 at night, something like that. So out of the 20 eggs I put in there, 15 developed white mold, I think because it took so long before they hatched out. So I've got 5 only 5 fry hatched out. So as I said, I set this up about 4 weeks ago, and I don't know whether it's possible to see them, but they, they're still quite small. They're about 2 weeks old. So these 5 fry will be transferred to a new outdoor 80-litre tub, maybe in a couple of weeks, and the tub will be in full sun. So try and keep temperatures reasonably warm so that the fry will grow as quickly as they can. I mean, the ideal temperature for fry to develop into juveniles is about 25 degrees centigrade because their metabolism is high. They're swimming about very fast and they eat a lot, and then they've grown big enough to survive the winter. I'm not sure whether the temperatures here in September and October are going to be high enough really for these fry to develop into good sized juveniles, so that they can get through the winter. Personally, I doubt that that they will survive through the winter, but I'll be kept up to date by the person who'll be looking after them in this outdoor tub. So, lessons learned. Um, I'm, I'm sure there are many in the UK who successfully raise MEDAKA outdoors, and they may disagree with my views, but based just on this very limited experience of mine, just a few weeks here in the summer, I suggest the following. So, first of all, if I was going to try and raise MEDAKA outdoors in the UK, first of all, I would hatch the hatch the eggs to produce fry indoors and keep them indoors maybe for about, say, 4 weeks, so that the temperatures are consistently, say, between 20 25, and the fry will hatch quickly, and so there'll be less chance for mold to develop on the eggs, and metabolism will be high enough. They will eat and grow fast enough to then transfer them outdoors. So maybe after 4 weeks or so. That, and then secondly, I think I would plan to start hatching eggs maybe in May. So sort of hatch them indoors. So the fry would be transferred outdoors, say by the end of June, and then this gives the fry and juveniles 2 warm months of July and August to be able to have a high enough metabolism so they eat enough, they grow enough to survive the low UK temperatures in winter. Now, maybe I'll put this in context. Obviously, MEDAKA can be successfully hatched and raised outdoors in, say, central Japan, where they come from, or where they originated. MEDAKA should be okay outdoors in the winter in southern England, because winter temperatures are perhaps similar to central Japan. However, the UK is about 1,000 kilometers north of Japan. If you look at the latitude, it's about 1,000 kilometers north of Japan. So summer average temperatures are quite a bit lower than central Japan. For example, in Japan, in central Japan, north of Tokyo, for the 3 months of June, July, August, average temperatures over a 24-hour basis, nighttime, averaging out nighttime and daytime temperatures, average temperatures for those 3 months are 25 degrees centigrade. But if you look at southern England, average temperatures, daytime, nighttime, over that 3 months, June, July, August, only about 18 degrees centigrade. 25 degrees centigrade in central Japan is ideal for hatching eggs, raising fry, get good growth raising fry so they get through the winter. In southern England, 18 degrees centigrade for average over that 3 months is definitely less than ideal. But probably it's possible. But it's less likely, my opinion, to be as successful as you can get in Japan. But finally, I'd emphasize that once you've got adult MEDAKA outdoors in the UK, I think they've got as good a chance of surviving through the winter as you get in Japan. It's just hatching the eggs and getting good enough growth for fry to get them to adults in the UK summer is probably much more difficult because of the lower summer temperatures. As I say, I mean, this is only a few weeks' experience, so what do I know? But anyway, that's what I've a slight diversion of my vacation to do this. And that's about all I have to say, I think. Okay,